Hello and welcome. Hope you are all well. I'll just give it a couple of minutes for people to come in. Put that like that and so on. Yeah, right, so better late than never. I know I say I normally live stream on a Saturday evening. Morgrim, hello. How are you? Thank you for saying hi. Hope you're well. Hello, Lucky Joe. How you doing? Oh, I've got to get comfy. I haven't been sat on this chair for a while, at least. Oh, just got to get used to this chair again. Building Led Zeppelin. We're building the Vultarax. So, I think it only comes in one kind of configuration. Literally like the arc blaster, the missile launcher, and the dendrite talons. I think it's just what you see is what you get, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I've been away for a bit, but I'm determined to do some more live streams. I think I said at the start of the year that was the plan, was to make more live streams. So yeah, let's crack on then. I probably will. You know what? I will glue this stand to the base. I think I will do that quite early on in the build process. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting myself settled, getting ready for the next sort of few hours. Let's crack on. I know that I've got these 8 ready because these were just the Battle Pilgrims. I need to still build them. I will get you the review of the Marshall on Monday. I know I probably said that like last week, but I'm a bit more with it, a bit more motivated today. So yeah, I don't want to let you guys down. So I'll try and do that for Monday, which means I've got to record it tomorrow. Shouldn't be much of an issue doing that. But yeah, so we'll just crack on. Hope you've had good days today. Saturday here. Been a bit chilly, but it's been nice and sunny, blue skies all day. Just nice March day, really. Yeah, it's giving us glimpses of spring. It really is. You know, as soon as we're like mid-April, end of April, then yeah, spring will be in full force. I remember it being kind of like unseasonably hot the end of April, beginning of May. But yeah, hope you've had good days. And what have you been up to? Did you buy any books today? Because it's pre-order any books today because it's like Black Library Celebration, isn't it? I used to be a big promoter of that, big avid supporter of it. I've been to the local Games Workshop in Norwich a few years ago, just to see what was going on, what the crack was, and or I've even bought a couple of books and got those you know, the 2026 special edition like short stories with the books. So, but not this year. Nothing's really taken my fancy. But yeah, we'll find out what the pre-orders are next week. We've just had a lot of 40k and books. It could go back to Horus Heresy. You know, it could. So yeah, please do put it in the. Don't be shy. Put it in the comments below what you're working on. Thank you for staying with the channel, even though I've uploaded a few sneak out trainer videos. You know, I have had like I think another few pairs of trainers come through, sneakers, and I've chosen not to make videos of those. Probably should have, but yeah, I try and keep it on the Warhammer content. I've also done some video game live streams with like Space Marine 2, and you know, I played through all of Resident Evil, kind of all of it on live streams. I don't know, I'm a bit divided with that game. There's some really good memorable parts, but I don't know, I'm just a real big Resident Evil 4 fan. I know that's more action focused rather than horror. I mean, definitely Resident Evil 7 and a little bit of 8 had a bit more horror, didn't it? But I'd say this had its fair share of horror. Overall, I'm pleased I got it, and I'm pleased that I played it, and I probably will play through it again one day. I just like good quality single player games, really, and I think it's been a success. So they're probably going to make some DLC and content for it, aren't they? So you built the new Myrmidons. I haven't even got them. Like, did you get them from GW or something? Because they're sold out at Games Workshop, and I don't get mine until Monday. Element Games had a delayed dispatch. Maybe you picked them up in the store today, but yeah, the plan was to build them in the live stream today, but yeah, they're not coming till Monday. But I will give you a live stream Monday evening, and it will be Monday evening, like probably from 5 or 6 o'clock, or maybe even 7 o'clock, and I'll go through them. I am looking forward to them. Looking forward to putting them together. I've never had Myrmidons. It's a shame it's not a dual kit with like the close combat versions. Maybe we'll get them. Is it the Myrmidon Secutari? I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, maybe we'll get them separate. But it's nice to see 6, you know, because Games Workshop could have been really tight and just given us 3. You know, it's really selfish, but you're really happy to see you back making videos for it. Oh, thanks, Morgrim. Morgrim, man, that comment has really made my day. Thank you so much. It's not selfish at all. Like, because I feel really guilty when I don't make content or videos. Like, because, you know, you guys support me, and that's the least I can do is make the content. And yeah, I did get a bit disheartened when I saw like 20, 30 subscribers had unsubscribed, and I can only wonder why. I can only think that it's because of the sneakers, or maybe Google had their typical kind of like purge, I guess, of non-accounts. I don't know. They never tell me. They never give me a reason. That would be nice feedback, though, if I got an email from Google to say, oh, this is the reason why you've dropped this many subs. These people have just unsubscribed, or we've purged a certain number. That'd be quite nice feedback. Because it does make a difference, like losing 20, 30 subs out of the 49,000, 40, whatever it is. That Fallout figure is new. It's not new, no. I've had that for, oh gosh, I want to say I've had that since 2009 or 10, probably. One of my close friends, who I'm still friends with, he bought me that. And it's a good quality one as well. Because the one that comes with the lunchbox, which I do own, That is kind of quite a cheap one, but that one's like an official, like the head is like, it's good like porcelain material, like it's not plastic, it's, well that might be plastic and that might be plastic, but that's like, I don't know if it's plastic, but it's heavy duty, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I guess I just put that there for the stream. I've taken away the my hobby tool chest thing just because I put the Warlord Titan on there just for this evening. You're still trying to finish your Assault Intercessors, but somehow it's harder for me than any other model. The Assault Intercessors, really? How many do you have? I don't think they're that bad, Assault Intercessors. They got some nice poses. Or do they not? I can't remember. I can't remember if they've got nice poses. I don't think they do they? Anna Maxim, how you doing? Oh, you got yours from GW. Well, you're very lucky, my friend, because you know, as I say, they were sold out quickly. Good Krieg, how are you? Oh, you got some cake. Man, I do love a bit of cake, me. I've got to be careful though. Cake gets me into a lot of trouble. What I mean by that is I have to then go on like more runs and do more exercise and cardio, you know, if I have cake. What do they say? A moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips. Or is that just for women? I don't know. What's your favourite cake, Krieg? And what cake are you munching on now, my friend? It's good to speak to you again after this time. I think the last time I did a live stream was it February or January even? I can't remember. I mean, other than the video game ones. I'm thinking it was January, so I do apologise about no live streams in Feb. Not my intention, of course. And I will be giving you a live stream of the Myrmidons, you know. Just watch this space. I will. I promise you that. So this live stream is going very well so far. Very happy with you all. I mean, this is the thing. I'm going to try and live stream every Saturday night anyway now, and maybe on a Sunday for a few hours each time. Depends if I get some new models. Like hopefully next weekend I won't have any issues, and I'll get the Tyranid Prime with the Lash Whip and the Viper. I'd love to build you the Tyranid Prime first and then the Viper in the same stream. That would be, I'd enjoy doing that for you all. Thanks, Krieg. I really do appreciate that. Things are really, really bad for me, but yeah, I don't want to go into it, but yeah, I just, it is tough, but I'm just, yeah, trying to carry on, really. But yeah, I don't want to let you guys down, and yeah, sort of keep up with the content if I can, because I always have to, like with work as well. You know, I think at work people don't really care, but you know, I think here there's such a big community that you know, it does affect things if content slows or stops, doesn't it? It's, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it would if I posted daily content like I used to. But unless I start a subscription for, you know, Warhammer Legends or something like that again, I don't see that I probably could. But yeah, this is interesting. This is really nice how this is going together so far. I'm liking this. Oh, that's a problem. I don't have my Tamiya thin. Maybe I should grab that. Back in a set. It's just in a corner somewhere. Just because I'm moving things around at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, basically I just want to, you know, I flick the switch and I want to make as much content as I possibly can for you all. It's just highlighted a few things in my life that I need to make more of, or just do more things. But yeah, but I hope you're all right, everyone. You know, we've all got our demons to fight, haven't we? But yeah, I hope you're all fine and you're enjoying the content and things. Try not to make it too too morbid. Oh, thanks, Jude. You're eating crisps? Nice. What crisps are you eating? Sounds cool. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Battenberg cake. Oh, Battenberg's nice. They're easy to assemble and paint, yet you just can't finish them. You cannot force yourself to finish them. Well, what are you building right now? Why don't you build them while I'm building these, hey? Come on. Why not? I'm here with you. You can build your assault intercessors and I can build this. That seems like a fair trade. I'm really struggling as to where this flipping goes. Guess it just goes there. Sorry if I swear and things, that's like a new thing. I've never sworn in any of my vids, but yeah, I might be. And if I do, that's just, you know, kind of some emotion bubbling to the surface. I don't normally swear. I'm not a really kind of angry person and things, but yeah, it's apologies if that does happen. I've made the video not for kids anyway, so I don't know why, but apparently all the videos are not for kids, so yeah, should be okay. But I know that's not your usual PG-13 Super Saiyan content. I know, but you know, just swearing all the time and things, that does it does weaken it, doesn't it? It does dilute it. Yeah, I think we'll just pop that on like so. Yeah, and if I seem a bit like kind of introspective, like I'm really talking to myself, that's because I've been having a lot of experience with that recently. So yeah, just yeah. I mean, you guys are used to me kind of going off on a tangent, aren't you, by now? But yeah, about the news, what do you guys think of all the news? Like we've got a lot to talk about tonight, and I will be in Discord afterwards. I can't see this taking me more than 3 hours, but you never know, it might do. But yeah, I should be in Discord, so Krieg, if you're about after this, it's all right if you're not. I mean, you know, sounds like you've got a lot of cake to get through. You got to meet your favourite celebrity on Monday. Well, it can't be my favourite celebrity, Anna de Armas. I mean, you know. Who was your favourite celebrity? Go on, tell us. Spill the beans. Your favourite cake is Seafool. You even painted Tigurius in the meantime. Anything but the assault intercessors. Wow, they're really that bad? Wow. I didn't know they were that bad. I mean, I need to build these tomorrow. The whatchamacallits. The pilgrims. But okay, so 9. Yeah, I've also been thinking about selling some of my models as well. Don't know why, just it's been crossing my mind because I saw a Nemesis Titan for sale on eBay for £3,500, and I was like, you know what? As much as I love Titans and I do like that Nemesis Titan, I'd rather have 3.5k sat in my bank at the moment. I really would. The thing is, I don't know what I'd do with the 3.5k. I wouldn't buy a watch or anything with it, but I'd just rather have that lump of money sat there than in a box. So yeah, if you see another one on sale on eBay, you know that it's probably mine. I don't know, I haven't fully decided yet. We'll see. We'll see. So that's 12. 13 and 14, clearly on another sprue. There's 14. 13, 12, and then 13 somewhere. Not even on that. What does it look like? It looks like two joined together. There it is. We had 15 somewhere. There it is. 16 and 17, this big old arc cannon or whatever it's called. It's been a nice kit so far. Thing is, you're probably going to need 2 or 3 of these units in a force. I am looking forward to the glaive. You know, maybe the glaive will be up for pre-order next week, Saturday. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Maybe it won't, but that would be cool if it was. Give me something to look forward to. And I do like big tanks. I love a big tank, and yeah, it would motivate me to build my resin one next week, because it'd take 2 weeks, won't it? It won't take me 2 weeks to build it, but I reckon I could build it in a day. Got to find it first. It's buried under a load of things. What are your most liked and disliked minis? Oh, what a question. Most liked and disliked minis. I'm not a big fan of Rumpelstiltskin, even though I've never purchased him. The flayed ones were really hard to put together, really picky, finicky to put together. The Reaver Titan is just, yeah, very tricky. It's the hardest Titan to put together, I think. Warhound's quite tricky as well. Well, the feet at least. But what a huge question. Oh, but recent most liked and disliked. Recent liked, I'd say the Fellblade. Really like building that. That ticked all the boxes. The only thing I would have liked is if they could have done it so you could use all 3 sponsons. As it stands, you can either have the las cannons and then one or the other, like the bolters or the laser destroyers. You can't use all 3, you can't optimize all 3. So but that's the only kind of like little nitpick. Recently disliked minis though, I think I like the Terminators as well. They were good. Well, I didn't really agree to that box set and the contents. I thought the Horus Heresy set was a disappointment as well with the Cataphracti. I thought the Cataphracti were good, actually better in person, but I thought that the Breaches were a disappointment because they just relied on older marks of power armor. Any suggestions? Like, you want to throw some kits at me, anybody? And I can give you my thoughts. I kind of operate a bit better than that, than sort of trying to pull kits and things that I have built from memory, because there's quite a few. Yeah, I might make some more motorbike content. I'm getting my motorbike back next week. Looking forward to that. So yeah, if anybody wants to see some motorbike content, I'll get the old GoPro charged up. I sort of want to get a chin mount. I know I normally have the mount on the top, but yeah, chin mount would be better, wouldn't it? So I think the chin mounts, they do some decent ones for like 30 quid, so I'll probably invest in one of them. In terms of recording my voice, I don't know, like, yeah, probably. Your least favourite were the Spirit hosts. You'd build a second Reaver before you ever did them again. The Spirit hosts. Oh. The Spirit hosts, just jog my memory. What are they again? Which faction? Sorry, I'd have to Google it. Is there any faction you will never collect? Tau? No, if I collected Tau, like, it's more of a kind of to stop myself from spending too much money with Tau, because I do like big giant robot type things, so, and battle suits. So I just know that if I did get into Tau, I'd only buy the battle suits, and I'd buy so many, and I'd buy the Manta, and yeah, things would go a bit overboard with that army. Dark Eldar I'm not massively fussed on either. Just not really. Oh, you know, the squats as well. I wouldn't go near them. Just wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, their aesthetic kind of matches like 90s. Like if they came out in the 90s, then yeah. But coming out now, it really just cements 40k as kind of like a cartoonish type game system, like with the bright colours and things. And it shouldn't be, I don't think. I think it should be more grimdark, more like Mechanicum, Mechanicus, and, you know, Hive City-esque. I mean, Space Marine 2 isn't really grimdark, but it gives a nice balance. I mean, there's still a lot of bright colours and things, even though in that game there's no like HDR and stuff, and that would be quite fun if there was. Imagine the flamethrower being really, yeah, voluminous and all the rest of it. But that strikes a good balance between sort of a little bit of grimdark and a bit of action and bright colours and things. But yeah, those two really, Tau and the squats. What do I think about the Saturnine armour? I'm not really fussed about it. I think it's fine. I think they did a good job. The legs on them, on the Terminators, are a bit odd. They're a bit stocky. But yeah, I don't really have any issue. The Dreadnought is the best, I think. That's the best kit in the set. I think the Saturnine Praetor is just huge. You know, his hammer just dwarfs everything, doesn't it? So I think he's very big. But apart from that and the leg issue, yeah, I don't think Saturnine's that bad. It's hard to top the first box set though. It really is, because that had like one of the best kits, and it's still one of the best kits, the Spartan Land Raider. It set the tone for other Land Raiders. And it set the tone for like the Cerberus and the Typhon and things like that. So yeah, it was really a breakthrough kit. Yeah, unfortunately we got the old Cataphracti Terminators in that set, but the Mark 6 were good. I enjoyed them, and the Contemptor was lovely, but it wasn't finished. So, you know, it didn't include all the parts, did it? Let's face it. So yeah, that was a hard set to top. That came out in, what was it, 2022 or was it 2021? I think it was 2022, wasn't it? Yeah, because it's every 3 years. For me, it honestly seems like yesterday, and I wish it was yesterday. I wish I was still in 2022. Seemed to be quite a good time back then. Yeah. Well, 2022, now 4 years ago. So time is just going very, very quickly at the moment. Too quickly. I don't think necessarily that time speeds up. I think just your relationship with it changes, and you don't recall as much. There's no need for you to remember as much, because for a lot of people it's just Groundhog Day every day, you know. Your brain gets very efficient with day-to-day things. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We've got to put this skull thing on, like so, and then this thing. Do you actually glue this? Apparently you do. Fine. And then you just slap these together. Slap them together. Yeah, there's going to be a few gaps that we need to fill. Nighthaunt, yeah, probably wouldn't go Nighthaunt. Oh, that's from Nighthaunt. Okay. Probably because I'm old. Yeah, there's definitely a correlation there between you getting older and the concept of time. I think when you're young, you think you've got your whole life ahead of you, but nothing's for certain, is it? And it soon catches up. Sorry, I may phase in and out while I'm live streaming. Apologies, but just going back into my own thoughts and things, but I am still here, physically. This does have a few gaps on it. You've got to be a bit careful. And then apparently that goes on to there. Am I missing something here? What am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing something. Do you just glue it on there in one position? There's no way. Wow, I was not expecting that. I was thinking that you put it in loose and then you could aim it, but you can't. You literally just glue it on that and kind of put it in a position. That's mental. That's so odd. For like, I mean, I understand it, but surely you'd think you'd have another support the other side. I mean, that is Mechanicum efficiency at its best, worse. How does it even rotate? Unless it's like fixed on there and then that thing rotates. Sorry, I'm getting caught up with the feasibility of a completely made up machine in a completely made up universe that's made miniature form in plastic. I mean, yeah, there are probably levels of insanity to explain my course of questioning, but you just sold another bolt action, nice one. Former owner of Empress Miniatures, oh, nice one. Panzer, you're getting a Porphyrion, good. Which in the Spearheads magazines would you be tempted by? Spearheads magazines? The Spearheads magazines? What do you mean, like the Spearhead box sets? I mean, I'm not tempted by any of the Spearhead box sets. None of them, no. I think they're all kind of trying to sell using up older miniatures, if I'm honest. Has a cable that goes into the... Ah, does it? Okay. Oh, that's all right then. We haven't got to that bit. It's forgiven. It's forgiven. I just thought that was a bit odd that they just left it hanging. Yeah, never leave it hanging. Dangerous. Right, we'll glue this this weapon on. We won't leave this weapon hanging. We'll have it at that position, and this just slots in there, I think, like a glove. Most probably. Yeah, it does. Okay. Right. There we go. So that goes in there. That's fine. And then we've got the cable bit to go through. So yeah, let's do this. 24 and 25. It's a long set of cables. I think it's this screw. Yeah, that's 24. It's a bit of a project, this Mini. If I get tired and I can't go on, I might end the stream, so I might not build the whole thing, but just giving you a heads up. If I don't feel completely up to it, I might. Oh, we've got a few options here. We'll go for the pincer thing. Yeah, number 26, wherever that is. There it is. Yeah, we'll go for this clamp. And then we've got a number of other dendrites. 29, 30 or 31. I think we'll go for... I want to go for 29. Wherever 29 is. There it is. This kind of flamer type thing. We'll go for this flamer sort of cutter, metal cutter. Oh, and then you've got a number of different kind of pincer things as well. Got another number of them. I think for this we'll go for the open type one, which is 20 and 21. Yeah, there's 21. And there's 20. And then it's another cable, this time 32. So you got a few options. If you did get another one, it would be a little bit different. Again, with the old, I think this time we'll go for the buzzsaw. This 28, this can go on there. But it also needs to be attached to 33, which I'm hoping is on here. No, of course not. There it is, yeah. So there's 33. And then we've got the final option, which I think we'll go for 31 for this one, which is the pincer type thing. There's a lot of dendrites on this, aren't there? So yeah, so that's those sort of, yeah. Oh, and then we've got another Final thing to go on the end. This time we'll go for the gun type weapon, which is 19 and 18. There's 18. And where's 19? You'd think it'd be nearby. No, it's just here. Very small piece. Right, so that's both of the dendrite type cables ready. We've still got all the missiles and the armor and things, but that's... How's that going to connect? I guess there's something else that goes on there that helps it connect. But right, let's just clear up these pieces. Shouldn't take too long. And then we're on to another cable. And yeah, there's the cable that you mentioned. Yeah, more cables. So it's just going to be lots of cables, and then the carapace, and then the actual thrusters. We could get onto the thrusters tonight. And then you've got the rockets. Okay. Okay, so we could do it. We could do it. He said he'd see if he could get Paul Hicks to nip and say hello. Oh, nice. Cool. Have we got number 25? Number 25. Yeah. How long have I been live streaming? About a... Oh, thrusters are a bit of a pain. Okay, thank you for that. 47 minutes so far. So we're coming up to the hour mark. I only want to be live streaming for 2 hours tonight, if I can, just to break myself in. So I'm going quiet again. It's a thing I do now, apparently. Yeah. So if I get these done. Yeah. Sorry that the myrmidons didn't arrive, but it's kind of out of my hands. It's yeah, I bought them from a third party that has... Well, they don't have delayed dispatch. They were dispatched yesterday, but I guess, you know, they're coming on Monday now. Right. But yeah, you'll get the review of the Marshall on Monday, and you'll also get the unboxing of the Myrmidons on Monday, and the live stream. So probably there'll be 3 videos on Monday. Or I might just do the review of the Marshall on Wednesday. I don't know. Or do the review of the Myrmidons on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. I need to make up a little bit of the content. There's going to be a fair bit of content over the next couple of weeks now that I've been buying a few things again, other than sneakers. You know, I've been buying some Warhammer. Right. Keep track of each part number. Okay, well, I'll lock in for that bit then. Thank you. That helps. I'll lock in. Yeah. I mean, all these videos, live streams and things are usually, well, other than the company, they're usually just to help you guys with building these models, but it often ends up with you all helping me to build these models, which is great. But yeah, don't be shy if you're just watching and you're not making a comment. You don't have to. You can always just put, oh, I'm building this, or I'm painting this, or, you know, you might just be here for my bad dad jokes. I don't know. I've been quite restrictive to those recently. I'm not sure how long this battery is going to last on this camera, so I might swap out the mic and put the charger in. But that is the you know, these dendrites finished, so we can glue all them together, and then it's just a couple more cables, and then it's actually the armor plates, and it'll start to take shape then. Just bear with me while I just plug this in. Oh god, if it'll reach. It's a very short cable. I need like a 2-meter cable or a 3-meter cable. Bit unfair how short this one is. Yeah, I kind of have to. So ridiculous, the cables that Apple provide you with. They're just so unfit for purpose. Hang on. I don't trust the battery on this, so I'm gonna have to plug it in, so my voice will probably sound a little bit a little bit different. So there we go. So no more directed microphone this evening. Right, so let's crack on with this then. I guess it goes on like that. I'm not really sure. One would think. I'm just going to put it together like that, okay? It's the best way I can do it. And then once again... Yeah, so I've been toying with selling a few of my models actually, like the Nemesis Titan. So if there's any models that I have that anybody would like, you know where I am. You got my email, you got my Discord. Yeah, just because I've been having a bit of a moment and just been thinking, you know, I doubt I'll ever make a full collection video anymore, like an updated one. So if I'm never going to make an updated collection video again, you know, what's the point of having it all, really? Because I don't get to showcase it. I don't know, things might change. But okay, so the way that I've done this is side by side. I don't know which goes where, but okay, I absolutely just flew that. So it sort of goes in there, possibly. Yeah, it must do. I'm just going to put it like that. I don't even know whether that's meant to go like so, but I think it's fine. I mean, it looks in proportion that way, so we're just gonna keep it like that. While it's in that position, let's grab this set of cabling. Then I think we'll work on the thrusters. We also need these 36, 37 and 34. That's 37. So that's middle. 36 is this way. And 34 is a thick one. Yeah, here it is. Right, so that's the thick one. No worries, person. Have a good one. Have a good night. Best bet is to go through the unbuilt and decide what you do and don't want to keep and go from there. Yeah, I just know that I don't think I'm ever going to have the time, enough time to build it all, let alone paint it. And you know, I could use the money to go on holiday or go abroad, or you know, those kind of things, rather than it just be sat in boxes or sat unbuilt, sat unpainted. And I'm pretty sure other people would put it to good use and enjoy it. I'm just going to grab a bit of water. Probably good to get the odd stretch of the legs. So spared no expense. Okay, I'm back. That was a quick one. Oh. So I normally get warm with the live streams, but I've actually got a bit nippy, a bit chilly. Sort of 5-6 degrees here. It looked warmer outside earlier than it actually was. I'm getting a bit nippy. I don't want to put heating on. Think of all the models I could buy. Think of all the women I could buy. Right, okay. Let's just do that. Okay. We're back. We're locked in. Let's continue. It's good to get the stretch of the legs though. Again, please do put in the comments what you're working on. Nothing at the moment. You're just chilling. It's taken so long for Heresy Scutarii to get plastic kits. Feels like it's winding down a bit. I don't know. Last year we had like the, Thanatar and stuff. I'm surprised that we haven't had any more Solar Auxilia though. Like maybe we're going to get some of that. I think they're focusing a lot on Space Marines at the moment, and obviously Custodes. Like they're bringing Horus Heresy Custodes any week now, aren't they? So that's like a full brand new army in a way to them. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do about them. Like I say invest. I could buy a load, but I kind of got them all already. That's the issue. I might get a couple of the tanks, or I might just boycott it completely. I mean, they're welcome to send me stuff. They always are, but I don't think they would. And also, I'd have to remain unbiased. That's part of my thing. I'm sure the kits would be fine, and I wouldn't really have any issues with them. Right, so this is... So we've got a thick one here, first of all, which kind of goes there, doesn't it? This is the thing, it's one of these where once you slot it in place, it sort of makes sense. That wasn't a euphemism or anything, that was just straight up. Like some of these kits, you're not too sure where these parts go until you dry fit. And then this is the one that connects to the gun, but then connects up inside there, as Morgrim helpfully explained to us. Except my one has to go under this dendrite appendage. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, that's fine. And then we've got these two little ones. Where do these go? I have no clue. So I think possibly goes like there, maybe. I don't know. I'm struggling now. I'm struggling. Yeah, I think it goes there. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then this final one goes straight up there. There and there, I think. Yeah, that looks about right. So that's that. And then we're on to the carapace, it looks like. I'll get the carapace ready. Just reading a few more. You having a rest till Tuesday? Oh, sounds good. Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself out. You know, take care of yourself, please. .38 is like a side panel. It's probably on here. Yeah, here it is. 38. And then we've got 41, which I'm sure I saw on here. 41. 41 and 40. So these are the very, say, famous. These are the, yeah, kind of famous carapace pieces. And this is a bit of a famous front carapace piece with all the lenses. Really does remind me a lot, this model, of the Sentinels from the Matrix. 43. I really thought that piece would be on here, but it's not. It's not even on there. Ah, we're on this sprue now. Uh, 45, 46. You can really imagine this turning into a blight drone, can't you? For a Death Guard, a Dark Mechanicum. You really can. Getting into the swing of it, and then I've just got the thrusters to do, and then the missiles. What do these things do? This 57, 56. I'm intrigued. Oh, it looks like it goes on to the thrusters eventually. So we won't take them off, but we will take these dendrite arms off. Put them to one side. So there will be some spare pieces to this kit. Yeah, so that's part of. So it's really just the thrusters and the missiles. After we clear up these. Then you have to order Black Seas from Warlord Games for a customer. Oh, right, okay. So busy. Yeah, it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop, does it? It's my best advice as well, is just to keep busy. Busy and unobtainable. Shouldn't be too difficult to clean up. Oops, nearly missed that. Yeah, I don't know the thoughts on this. It might be worth you kind of spraying and painting these carapace things first before you put them on. I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously not, but it might be worth you doing that. Trying to think of where this all actually slots in, slots on. I guess it's like that. I'm thinking we're gonna go for it anyway, guys. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll just put that in there like so, and then we'll attach it. Somehow. Oh, that goes together quite nicely. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Let's make it official. And then I want you to do the same the other side. And that does close up. So that will close up on here. This should be easier to slot together because we've already got the other one in place. He says. On famous Latin words. And I'd like to hope. It's never guaranteed, is it? That glue is strong. Yeah, that glue is very strong. I don't think you get this issue with the resin kit because I think the carapace is all one piece. I never got the resin kit, so I'm not really sure, but yeah. Yeah, putting that goes together quite well. And then I want you to put this thing on. And then the front. Just goes over there, I think, yeah. So this is quite an iconic stage, iconic piece of the armour. panelling that goes on. It slots in very nicely. I'm quite chuffed with that. And then this rib looks like it goes over there. I don't think it goes the other way. No, definitely not the other way. Yep, so that's on like so. And then we got these two pieces. So they say put this one on first, and then the other. So we'll just slot it on here. And then this one. Should join together there. He says. I don't think there's any sort of issues surrounding that. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere. I may need a bit of a clean up on the front there, just to buff it out, but I'm sort of happy with that. Okay, so that's that, and yeah, this is the, it's starting to look like something now. Yeah, starting to look like something. So now we're on the thrusters. We'll get quite far with the thrusters, I think. We'll have a go at them. I mean, I've been live streaming an hour and a half now, so I feel all right to continue. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a go at the thrusters. Evening, Daniel. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Thank you for your kind words. You're very welcome. So, More Grim earlier said that I have to be careful with the thrusters. So I will be careful with the thrusters. 47. So yeah, we're mainly on this sprue now. This is the end game, if you will. So they go there, and then 49 and 50. Oh, so 50 there, 49 there, then we also need a 51. They have made these thrusters quite complex, haven't they? So 51 right at the end, along with one of these, an intake. And then you've got so many like brackets and things. So 55, 54. These two. 55 goes on top of 54. So 54 on the bottom, 55 on the top. With a cheeky little 56. Which I think is over here. Yeah, here it is. Cheeky little 56. and the 57, and then we can bin this sprue finally. Goodbye sprue. Doing great and working on your Red Corsairs. Oh, nice to hear. Thank you for telling me what you're working on. Appreciate that. I always like it when people tell me what they're up to, because in my head I like to imagine them, you know, just sat here doing this, but with whatever they're telling me they're doing in front of them, really. Right, and then that's one thruster done. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's quite standard. So much so I feel quite confident to take a few of the next thruster off the sprue. I mean, this is very close to this being finished as well. I don't know where 64 turns its head though. Oh, it's later on, it's fine. Okay. Right, so we've got one thruster to do and the rockets. So let's just do this thruster first of all. No, I didn't think that this was quite complicated. The way Morgrim was explaining it, it was almost like, oh, you know, shouldn't take the pieces off the sprue until you're really, really sure. But I haven't really got any issues. It's just whether I can finish this this one on the next one before. Well, we've got another 40 minutes or so, haven't we? Should be able to do it. Just very conscious of time on a Saturday night. But yeah, I would like to get into Discord after this, so if anybody's about, it'd be nice to have a chat. Because I feel like I talk for 2-3 hours in these live streams, and it gives everyone a chance to talk in the Discord. It's been an alright kit to build. Would have preferred the resin one. Let's not sugarcoat this one at all. This one has taken, or will have taken, a good couple of hours at least. The resin one probably would have been done within an hour. But it would have been more expensive, maybe, possibly. I do wish that I'd picked up a resin one back in the day. Mainly because then I could have compared it to this. But it is what it is. I missed that chance. Just caught this. You'll have to watch all this tomorrow. Has just got in bed. No worries, Jennings. No worries. You're all good. I'll be live streaming on Monday as well, so hopefully you can catch me for that one. That'll be the Myrmidons. The Myrmidons are confirmed to arrive on Monday, so yeah. It's not like this is it for a week. Fear not. I'll be live streaming again. But I guess it's something to have in the background when you're hobbying tomorrow. Hello, Fog Battleship. How you doing? Oh, very nice. Congratulations. This plastic one will probably less likely to snap. I don't know, but the thing is with plastic is when it does snap, it's harder to put together. Like resin's so much easier because you can heat it, you can bend it, you can super glue it back in place. With plastic, like with antennas, you know as well as I do with tanks, you snap those plastic antennas, they're an absolute nightmare just to get back to the way they were. I've done that on so many tanks and things. I think I've done it with the Solar Auxilia Walker things, which I do actually have there. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the plan for the Myrmidons on Monday is to at least build 3. I don't know whether I'll build all 6 in the live stream, but I definitely would like to build 3. See how we get with 3. Right, this thruster looks like it's ready. It's prepped and ready. So I don't know if there's a right way of where these go. I'm just gonna hit the ground running with this. Oops. Well, that isn't right already. That piece isn't right either. They have done me over. Okay, now we're on the right track. So even though I got these pieces laid out correctly, I still had to jig them around a bit, but I think we've done that. And then we put this intake on the top. Okay, I'm with you. And then we slam this on there. It should go on quite well. I think it's very complicated just for one thruster. I mean, I know the thrusters are a big part of this model, but still, come on. Okay, so that's that. And then we've got this opening that is shown to us. I don't think I've even... Did I even? I'm sure I did clean up all the pieces, yeah. Anyway, sorry, going back to this. This now needs to... I don't know what it needs to do. Oh. Oh, right, okay. So it just like lays on top. That makes sense. So we'll lay that on top, like so. And then it will connect into there. This will connect into there. And then these will... So they want you to put the thruster in first. And then connect that way around. And then connect the these things. Okay, that makes sense. Do you glue it all? I'm going to say no. You don't need to. I don't think you do. Let's glue this one. Yeah, I don't think you do need to glue it. Just throwing that out there here. Everything's still a bit sticky. Yeah, I don't think you need to glue that. Even though mine is a bit... Not sure why. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. We'll have that as it is. Then, because then at least you can move the thruster. Yeah, it's all right. It's a bit complicated for what it is. I think they could have made that less parts, but whatever. That's one thruster. Could we do another thruster in 20 minutes? Yeah. I think we could, and then we could put the thrusters on the Vultarax. I might actually just put, well, they say to put these smaller thruster things on first, but I don't know, do I risk it? Do I risk it? I think you could risk that. I might put it on after, because, well, I just might. Yeah, it kind of goes in there, though, if you get the impression, you know. But I might want to work on the pose before I commit to one look. But then you just got the other thrusters, and then you've got the missile launchers, 2 of them, and then you're done. So really, not that involved. You could probably do it in 2 hours if you really put your mind to it. Let's get the other thruster done. So 48. Which is that, which we've already haven't cleaned up, but 59, 58. $60, which is that. 61, which is that. And then these 2 arms. No, that's not right. It's... Have I used the wrong arms here? No. There they are. 62. So they go either side, and then that's that thruster done. We could take a few of these out. So 63 and 64 are the main extra thrusters, and there's 3 of them. No, 4 of them even. See, there's one here, look, 64, just hiding away. And it looks like I don't need this arm thing, so that's no longer needed. So that's a spare part. This is a spare part. Oops. And there's a little nipple that goes in each one of them. These things. This number 65 in each one of the small thrusters. So try not to lose these. Super. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nearly. And then this one. Right, so that's all the 4 ready. Probably not going to do them tonight. And then the missiles. There's like 10F and 10G. We'll get them ready. So 66, 67 need to lay on each other. 67, 66, 67. Oh, did we finish that? No, we haven't finished that sprue just yet. Close. 66, 67. Ah, right, so I've just completely lost which was which, but I think that's 67, that's 66. And then the other one is 66 on the bottom. Yeah. With 67 on top. So it's kind of like opposite. And I've just taken the thruster part off that. Whoops. Yeah, I did a really bad job there. Damn it. Well, it's still there, it's still attached. It's alright, I don't care, it's fine. 68, so you need 2 lots of 68s. 1 for each. And then 69, 70. We've got 69, we've got a 70. 70 is underneath. And then the next time 69 is underneath. And then that's that sprue done. So you do finish quite quick once you get there. It's a quick finish. Quick happy end in this. Basically once you've done both the thrusters, it's just the other thrusters and then the missiles, and then you smashed it. So let's see if we can wibble wobble these a bit. Let me just read a few more of your comments. Speaking of resin with the massive reduction from 4 to 12 choices, what's your opinion on that? What have been reduced? Because like I'm really tempted at the moment to sell one of my Nemesis Titans, the Warbringer, because it's just in pieces. I haven't even glued a single piece to it, and it's selling on eBay for £3,500, which is like what, $6,000 or something. I mean, yeah, that's like a really good chunk towards a new car, like a really good chunk. So I'm thinking, oh, that's a good chunk towards a bike or something, and it's like, it's just sat there not doing anything. I'm seriously contemplating about selling a lot of my my Warhammer at the moment, just to fund a different lifestyle. I mean, the alternative is to keep it, but you know, it's only going to go up so much over time. But yeah, I'm seriously, yeah, because apparently they only built 500 Nemesis Titans, I found out. So yeah, I think we've got enough time to complete this thruster, and then that will be it for me. I know we were so close building the other thrusters and the missiles. I know, and I know that probably takes me 10-20 minutes, but well, probably 20 minutes, half an hour. But I've got to keep my schedule. Got to keep my boundaries, and what I'm comfortable with. So yeah. Let me just read some more. You've lost interest in GW. Yeah, I kind of got that feel from you after Plastic Krieg, you know. And the thing is, that's fine. Like, it's whatever you enjoy the most. You know, if you enjoy that, then yeah, go for it. If you're not enjoying the GW stuff, I get that. I really do. You know, I do like the look of 11th at the moment. I'm just in it for the orcs, you know. Like, I always want to support the Xenos armies, whether it's Tyranids, orcs, Eldar, like the cool ones, really. But yeah, I would. I'm looking forward to what's going to come for the orcs, because they look quite good so far. They look a bit grim dark, a bit 90s. I think that's missing at the moment. 40k. The knight, the new knight, I'm not massively keen on it. I think it gives people an option compared to the Cerastus and the Questoris, but not a huge fan of the new knight. I think it would look good. I probably will get one just to give you all unboxings and reviews of it. But the problem with that, as you know, is they'll release another one, and you know, that's what they do. Once they've got the sprues ready and the chassis, they try and utilize that as much as possible, which is fine. But not so keen, not so kind on your bank account, is it? You know. And the last thing I want to do after selling all my Warhammer is buy more Warhammer at a increased price. I don't know. I might whittle it down just to probably. I could get rid of Necrons. I really don't really care so much for them. All the Chaos stuff I could get rid of, like the Emperor's Children and the definitely the World Eaters. I could even get rid of some of the Age of Sigmar stuff. I'd probably, like the Lumineth, yeah. I'd probably keep the Gloomspite. Either the Gloomspite or the Chaos. Soulblight Gravelords I could get rid of. Yeah, it's fine. I'm over then. But yeah, so if I had, like, not one army per game, like, you know, per game system, if I could whittle it down as little as possible, for Age of Sigmar, it would just most likely be Gloomspite Gits and Chaos, or it might just be Gloomspite Gits, just because they're fun. They're little goblin things, and there's trolls in there, and there's spiders and wolf riders, and yeah. I didn't get that set, did I, with the wolves in it? So there's that. There was a lot that came out that point in time. I'm glad I didn't get them as well. I don't regret it. So it'd probably be Gloomspite. I'd be left with Age of Sigmar. I don't collect Old World, so that's not an issue for me. But I do have some Chaos stuff from Old World, like the Marauders. Obviously, Art Bone Reapers, no way. That's still in the box set. I've still got that Battle Force there, ready to sell. Probably I didn't even touch them. For 40k, that's a tricky one. Like, and Horus Heresy. I mean, I love Horus Heresy the most out of. I mean, that's what I'm building now, isn't it? Let's face it. But yeah, Horus Heresy and 40k is a tricky one because part of me would want to keep Knights and Titans as like the main thing, mainly because yeah, they're expensive, but they just take up hardly any space. It's just like one Titan is like 6,000 points or whatever, and you know, I wouldn't say easy to paint, but definitely easier than building, than painting many Space Marines and stuff. So yeah, it'd be Knights and Titans, and then after that, I don't know. Like, I don't know whether I would keep Space Marines. I mean, Sisters I could probably sell, Custodes I could probably sell, but yeah, Death Watch and Grey Knights I could probably sell. So it'd be Knights and Titans, and then sorry, I got to concentrate on this bit. Okay, so we've already, what the hell? We've already no, we haven't messed up. No. What the helly? Okay. I don't know what else. Like, I kind of would want to keep Orcs, especially as, we've got 11th around the corner. I could probably get rid of any kind of Imperium stuff, like Deathcore or any Guard that I have. I'd probably be left with like a big force of Dark Angels if I kept the Horus Heresy Dark Angels stuff. I could sell the other factions like the Raven Guard and yeah, and then it's the case of which heretic army would I keep? Would I keep Word Bearers? I'd probably keep Death Guard, but then would I keep the Death Guard 40k army? Because then that's another Space Marine army that I'd keep. But yeah, I could get rid of Sisters, Imperial Agents, Imperial things. I could get rid of Necrons. I could get rid of Mechanicus. I could get rid of this Mechanicum. I could probably get rid of Custodes. Adeptus Titanicus, I could get rid of all that. I never even finished that, so I built a few of the models, don't get me wrong. I think it all stopped with that War Master. There was a few things coming out back then, and yeah, I didn't finish that one model, and that kind of messed up everything else for me. But I think Knights and Titans I would keep, but then again I've got a lot of Knights, so I'd probably slim them down. Just slim everything down, nice and slim. Just have a few minis, a couple of armies. We're talking endgame here. We're talking, yeah, get rid of a lot of the collection. Right, so same thing as before. We're gonna put this like that. It's gonna pop in there. well, I see them to have been hitting a bit of a stride with this at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so we sort of wait for that to set. That one is, yeah, that's fine. So those will, so we haven't really got many parts to do. We've just got the other thrusters and we've got the missiles, and then we're done. So I'm going to do that off camera because I feel like I've peaked and I've hit my threshold with live streaming and building today. I'm sorry, I know we've only got a few pieces left before it's finished, but and I've just realised that this shouldn't really go on there. Which is a shame because it would have been nice to, you know, pose it, but it literally just goes up its you know, thing in one pose like that, which is a bit weird. Or it goes like that. Maybe you could clip that off. Is there any reason why that needs to be on there? Oh, you can kind of move it a little bit, but then it would just go in one position. But yeah, so we're almost finished. We almost finished it. We almost got there. You know, these will go in there, and then you've got the thrusters, and then you'll have the missile pods. But yeah, I felt like I've got to my my threshold today. So thank you ever so much, everyone. I'll just read a few more your comments before I go. You're thinking of selling some of your Forge World stuff, some of the Black Library. Yeah, exactly. This is a thing. Like there's some Black Library Horus Heresy books that are going for hundreds and hundreds. So yeah, I might do that. The biggest issue is space, exactly, and I never got my cabin. So, you know, and even if and when I do get my cabin, I don't want it to be completely full straight away. I want to make use of that space. I doubt I'll get my cabin anymore now, but that was a bit of a pipe dream. Maybe I would have thought differently if I had the cabin and the studio, but yeah, it just didn't happen. You know, but I would have liked to have organised things a bit better in there. But yeah, space is definitely an issue, especially here at the moment. I am becoming a minimalist. Yeah. Not so much sneakers though, but I kind of slowed down with sneakers. But yeah, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Toombs. Thanks, Krieg, and thanks, Maxim, as well, as always. Really appreciate you being here. And yeah, I'm gonna go into the Discord, and yeah, if you're about, then you're about. But yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for joining me today. Enjoy the content next week. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.